I'm captivated. I'm captivated. I'm captivated.
Good afternoon and welcome to Tea Time with Afternoon Social. Today is Fun Day Friday and it's Spa Day with Sharon NIemi. We've had her visiting with us all week. She's with Your Way Wellness. She is an Ayurveda practitioner and healthy longevity engineer. Yesterday, she talked to us about infusing our own oils and making blends of what we would be best for each of us individually. And now today we're going to learn about how to use them with a warm oil massage, and I'm going to let her give us the term for that. I haven't practiced saying it, so I'm going to let her introduce that. So, Abhyanga, there we go.
Yeah, which means in Sanskrit, warm oil massage.
Fantastic.
So, there you go. But Abhyanga in Ayurveda is suggested as a preventive as well as a rejuvenative protocol to do. So it's for everyday life. If there's a lot of debilitation, we may not suggest Abhyanga. It's not very often that we wouldn't suggest someone try an Abhyanga, at least try an Abhyanga, because there's so much benefit to it. You know, it is anti-aging. It removes, we talked about menopause, and it's going into an ether air stage of life. And so removing the excess vata or ether air from the body is really important. So Abhyanga is like one of the best things for it. Abhyanga can improve your vision, your digestion, and one of the best things is you work on your lymphatic system when you do an Abhyanga. And our lymphatic system doesn't have the luxury of its own pump like the heart has, and our lungs will bellow through our breathing. But the lymph is a stagnant system unless we move it ourselves. So that's why exercise is so important. And so much of the lymph system is on and just underneath within and underneath the skin, that doing an Abhyanga just really helps clear that lymphatic gunk out of the body. And so therefore it's really good for anyone with arthritis or osteoporosis or any type of profession where you're using your hands a lot. It's so rejuvenative for your hands. So what you want to do is you want to take that cup of oil that you made yesterday and just warm it up slightly, not to the heating point that you did to a boil before you added the herbs, but just enough so when you put your finger in it and stir it around, it's really, really comfortable, right? And so Abhyanga, you take your oil, and Abhyanga is actually oiling the entire body. And it's done in a very systematic approach. And so that's the protocol I'm going to go through, is what part of the body you would oil at when, and then how to perform those strokes. There's also at the end, I'll show you, because I used to do this, I still do it every day, but as I was starting to get into Ayurveda and I just didn't have time in the morning to do a full Abhyanga, then there are tips that you can do certain parts of the body that will give you the 80-20 rule, right? We're going to give you 20% of the things to do to give you that 80% of the results. So is there anything to avoid if you're pregnant? Just be cautious in some of the, especially around the abdominal area. And if you're having your menstrual cycle as well. you'd want to be very cautious on your strokes when you put the oil on around your belly when we get to that. So, put it in a pump bottle, put your oil in a pump bottle or a squeeze bottle. That's really the best way to have it available to you as you do your Abhyanga. And I do mine in my tub. You can do it in your shower, or if you're not messy and don't use tons of it like I do, you can do it just sitting on a towel too as well. But I get in my tub with my warm oil, and actually after my bath I do it every day, and I have a brown bottle of my oil and I put it in the tub with me to heat it. And then after the water drains and I rinse myself off, then I take my oil and I do my Abhyanga, except for my head, because oil on your head after a bath, just doesn't work. So what you would want to do, and you start at the top of your head. This is your highest chakra. So you would want to, when you take your oil, put it in the palms of your hands and rub it together a little bit, right? And get it on your fingertips too, because you're going to start working it into your head. So you're just going to get as much of it as you can, reload, put it in your hair. If you don't want to do your hair, which most women don't, I do it once a week. Do the whole thing. Just put a little bit on the top, on your crown point, at that soft spot on the back, on the top of your head. So you want to do that first. Okay. Then you want, and massage vigorously too. If you're putting it all over your head, this is the lymph destagnation move right here. And do this a lot. If you like head rubs, ask somebody to give you a head rub. It's lymph releasing, right? So you want to do that. Then you want to do your face, and the same thing, put it on, and you want to upper strokes and around, go out, and just put it all over your face and neck and under your eyes, over your eyes. Now, make sure, put some more oil on, make sure you get your ears. You can actually even, both at the same time, put it on, rub, and then put some and put them on the inside of your ear and around in the canal. And if you're so bold, you can also put some up your nose. And when you're done, you can swish some sesame oil in your mouth as well. So your head, your face, your ears, and then you want to then go to your arms. So on your strokes, what you want to do is you take your oil, and on the long bones, you want to stroke up and down. So take your oil and just stroke up and down like this, as best you can. When you get to a joint, you want to circle around. This removes the toxins from the bone, from all the joint area. Okay, so take more oil, it doesn't matter left or right, whatever you want to start and stop on. And then with your hands, you melt your fingers with the oil.
Okay.
And then you would do the next side, up and down, re-oil, around, down, I'm not on camera, down and around, and then your hands. So it's always this top to bottom. And then you would do your chest, go all around, do as much as you can on your chest. And there's no real circle here, just, however it feels good. Look for sore spots, especially around your breast. Again, this will help to break any stagnation that's there. Stagnant lymph is one of the major causes of breast cancer. So the more that you can stimulate all that lymph and bring it up and underneath the arm, the better for your lymph. And then again, as I said, on your belly, be very careful. If you're pregnant or menstruating, you want to do more of a circular motion on your belly than up and down. Do circular. And then we go to as much as you can. I know so many can't, but maybe you have a friend that will help do your back and your spine. Nice oiling of your back, and you'd want to go up and down. You don't want to do circular motions on your back. You just want to go up and down. And then you'd move to your legs, and you do the same as you would your arms. You go your upper thigh, you go long strokes, get to your knee, you're going to circle motion, your lower leg and your ankle to your ankle, long strokes, ankle, circular. And then when you get to your feet, spend time rubbing, get a lot of oil, and massage the bottom of your feet, but particularly the center arch, and look for the sore spots as well on your bottom. Your feet take a lot of pressure. They do a lot for you. They take you everywhere you go. So spend a lot of time working on that. And, even those that cannot walk, doing the feet helps stimulate the feeling and the impression of being on Mother Earth and getting the herbs and stuff, and the soles of the feet, so sensitive and a really good marma point, so breaking up stagnation points to play with. And you want to milk your toes too. Don't forget, your toes are part of the body too. So that's the full Abhyanga in the sequence. There are therapeutic Ayurvedic spas that do an Ayurvedic massage for you, and a dual Abhyanga is like out of this world if you can ever do it. But for us, again, every day, Ayurveda recommends Abhyanga for every day, and specifically for those that are in high mountain, that are in their elder stage of life, or anyone that's just dealing with a lot of vata in their systems. Abhyanga is just one of the things that is recommended. So to go to a spa every day isn't always that helpful. So,
no, it's not.
Right, no, so doing this at least once a week, this full body, would just add so much. I listed the benefits and there's so many more. But if you're in a hurry, the top of your head is one of the most important. The ears, because especially the ear lobes, according to Ayurveda, they also represent the chakras that are going up our spine, down from our lower to upper chakras around the ears. So rubbing those, if you can't get to your back, is really good. As well as, actually, we also have it from the bottom of your nose to the third chakra. That also represents the chakras here on your nose. So you could oil your nose. Try to get to the palm of your hand. Some really rose oil and lavender oil, very calming. And then the soles of your feet hit the arch of your foot on both feet. If you do the head, the ears, the palm of the hand, and the arch of the foot every day, just spend 2 minutes doing that. It will add a lot of benefit to your energy levels, your immunity. And then if you're using some of the medicated oils, then it's going to take care of skin conditions, anything else that you're dealing with.
Right. Do you suggest doing your massage? You said after your bath, usually like right before bed. Was that better than first thing in the morning?
Yeah. It's just so again, going through menopause, a lot of women struggle with insomnia. And doing the warm oil massage right before bed with some chamomile and lavender scents going on is just so calming to the body. It helps relax not only the body, but the mind as well.
And a great cup of herbal tea with it. And afterwards, have a good herbal tea and then go to bed.
And go to bed. Yeah, not too much tea though, because then you'll be getting up in the middle of the night. So, but,
just enough to.
Just enough. Yeah. No, and actually, Ayurveda recommends warm milk.
Oh, okay.
Before bed with a pinch of saffron, and then whatever other herbs, even lavender could go into that too as well. But saffron is one of the herbs that it recommends to warm in some milk, and just half a cup. Just sip it along with your Abhyanga, and good night, Irene.
That sounds fabulous. It's good to know these tips and tricks and things to do for yourself that are easy. That because I know if it's all complicated and difficult, you'll quit. You'll be like, this is too much. I don't want to do this, and then you don't have the benefit. You don't get that rejuvenating health. And I think one of the things especially today you were a career woman for quite a few years, that you get wrapped up in career and family and all the to-dos and don't take time to do these little things, to tell the family, no, when I go in the bathroom, you leave me alone for an hour, I'm going to take care of myself. And we need to do that. And this is a wonderful way to take care of yourself.
Yeah, it is. It's all about us taking care of us. It's health is a choice.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, we can make all the choices for everybody else, but we really do need to make them for ourselves, or we're going to end up like I did. I was hitting the wall. And so the more you can take the time to take care of yourself before you hit the wall, the easier life can be.
Yes. I'm already just even thinking about that warm oil massage and hot milk or warm milk before bed is already putting me to sleep just thinking about it. Yeah.
It's not the discussion, right? It's the thought of the milk and the saffron. Yeah.
Right. So that just sounds like that would be really, really a fantastic way to put yourself to bed at night.
It is.
Now you said warm oil massage after you take a shower. I was thinking, is there if you've had it are there those little electric baby bottle warmers or something? You put your bottle, your oil in that to warm it up. If you're taking
I used to have an in-home practice, and I had one of those baby bottle warmers that I would warm the oil in before I used it with a client. So yeah, there's all kinds of little tricks like that available.
Fantastic, because I know you do yours, you warm it in the bath water, but if they're taking a shower, this would be nice to have it sitting next to the shower to be warm before you get done. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And try not to towel off. Use the oil over the moisture that's on your skin, because then it holds the moisture longer for the skin to use, versus drying it off and then adding the oil.
Right. I know I struggle with showers and things, but I have a bath stool that I put in the shower. So I could, they're not that expensive to get a bath stool and set it in the shower and then sit down and do your massage. And
Yep. So we have a little bench in the bathroom that I confiscated on my Abhyanga nights, and just find a spot that's right for you, right? That's the best thing you can do, is be comfortable and just soak it all in.
Yeah. Well, thank you for this wonderful spa day, and we will, I'm glad you were here with us all week. We'll have one more little short thing from her tomorrow, and she's going to give us some information about some of the products and programs she offers. And as always, go back and check out all these wonderful videos. You've been a fantastic guest this week, and I will post all of the information in on the posts with the videos so that you can have that, and particularly be able to contact Sharon with all your questions. So thank you so much, Sharon, for joining us, and we'll see you tomorrow for Super Shopper Saturday.
Hey, thanks, Ms. Teresa.
I'm captivated.